Hey there. I've got a quick one for you this time. I had always struggled with meditating. It was really not very fruitful for me. And it figures, I'd never really taken it seriously and hadn't gotten any good instruction on it. But I had a little breakthrough a few nights ago. It's just a different way of approaching it that I really liked. And it led to this emotional experience that I wasn't expecting. And well, the way that I had been trying to meditate, half-assed, was by trying to disallow thought. My baby's kind of grumbling. I wanted to banish thought from my head. Every time I started having a thought, I would be mad at myself and try to get rid of it, because I was trying to empty my mind. Isn't that what meditation is about? I had no idea. I still don't, but I have a better idea now. Anyway, this way of approaching it is about letting go. Just let the thought come. Just let it be there, and be okay with it. And in this release strategy, you actually find this a relief, relief from release, right? And this tied into another thing that I've been working on, which is accepting and loving myself. And what occurred to me while I was doing this meditation practice was that every time I had a thought that normally I would judge myself for, I'd give myself crap about it in the moment. And instead, I said yes. I said, yeah, hey, great. I welcomed it. Because that's part of loving and accepting yourself, is loving and accepting all of the parts of yourself. And so what does that do when you don't have to be so hard on yourself for every little thing, including everything that you think? Well, for me in that moment, it was like full body relief. It was like, oh, you mean I don't have to be on guard? I don't have to take every thought that comes through my head and have a judgment on it and to try and defend against it, or to be the bouncer of my own brain. And instead, I can say, oh yeah, come on in. The water's great. Come on in and be welcoming, be loving, be appreciative of all of the parts of me. And it made me laugh and smile while I was there meditating. So there I am sitting there, and I could just be like, hey, it's okay. Whatever it is, it's okay. And over and over, a new thought, a new sentiment, new feeling comes in, and I just say, great, hey, this is cool. Let's all hang out, and I don't have to try and manage you. And that led to this next part, which was really cool, was that I wanted to be okay with anything that I felt, not just not just the conscious thoughts, but also the feelings that I was having in that moment. So then I'm kind of smiling, laughing about this relief that I feel about being able to accept all of my thoughts. And then I'm like, okay, well, what am I feeling right now? And what that led to, of being open to my feelings, was this weird seesaw between feeling this elation about accepting myself. The other side of it, though, was feeling sadness. I was sad, and there were things that I was sad about that I needed to feel. And so then I started crying. And so I was going back and forth between like this almost silly giddiness and crying. I was crying about, in this case, it was about something that I had lost, a phase of life that is no more. And I had feelings about it, and I just let it go. I let this roller coaster happen. And so I went from, going back to the general topic of meditation, I went from, struggling to get 5 or 10 minutes of my weird, just unfruitful attempts at meditating. I went from that to this particular instance, which basically lasted an hour. And it was great the whole time. It was so interesting and so relieving. That's really like the biggest thing. The best way I could describe it is that it was a relief. I could let my guard down, and I could just let myself be me, and be okay with that, and accept it and love it, and that felt really good. So, man, I'm gonna do more of that. And if you are struggling with this idea of meditation and not knowing what to do, and maybe feeling guilty about, not being able to have an empty mind while you meditate and all this stuff, give this a try. Just accept everything that comes to you while you're sitting there. Just welcome it. Be completely open and loving to all of your thoughts, all of your doubts, all of your fantasies, whatever is coming into your head. Just say, hey, yeah, cool. Come on in and let's hang out. And just see what you feel at that point. See if that allows emotion to come forward. So give it a shot, and let me know if anything cool happens, because it sure as hell did to me. And I'm gonna continue my walk with my baby and enjoy the morning. So I hope you have just a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.